Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto here, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to talk about the Lego Batman movie. Just gonna apologize, I've been feeling a little under the weather, so my voice doesn't sound the greatest, so I waited a couple of days for my voice to sound a little better, which this is better. But I really wanted to talk about the Lego Batman movie. I was super excited about this film because, one, I loved the Lego movie, and I thought that it's one of the best animated films of the past few years. And then also, I love Batman, so this was an awesome combination. I was super excited about this film. I didn't love it, but I really, really liked it. And this wasn't a great film, but I thought it was a really, really good film. And I'm going to tell you about why. So, first off, it was directed by Chris McKay. And overall, I thought he did a nice job of putting this film together and telling this story, because I'll get to it in a second. This is a crazy story and goes all over the place. And for the most part, I think Chris McKay did a nice job of keeping focus and keeping driven to the point where you're supposed to be going with this story and this film. He does lack a little control in terms of pacing. The first third of this movie is bang, 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 bang. It's super fast paced, high energy, and then the next third slows down, and it's not a slow pace. It's a normal pace of a film. It's just super slow compared to the first third of the film, and then it picks back up again. So there's a little unevenness in terms of the actual pacing of the film, but I was never bored. But so that's a good thing. It just felt a little uneven when it came to the pacing of the film. In terms of the visual, how this story was shown, the animation's fantastic, and it's absolutely amazing how they're able to create this world and everything. The only problem that I had with it was when you got to some of the action sequences, it was a little couldn't really tell what was going on sometimes, and that's never a good thing, and that falls upon the directing the action of the film. It felt a little cluttered, kind of like a Transformers movie where so many things are going on, you don't know what the hell's going on. But in terms of the story, this was written by like 8 people. The screenplay, the jokes hit perfect. This movie was hilarious. I was laughing from start to finish. That wasn't an issue. In terms of the actual story, I think this movie jumped the shark a bit. And yes, this movie was going to be absurd to begin with, and you could tell that from the very beginning. But by the end, I wasn't the hugest fan of where this film went, and it felt like it went too far in weird ways and got a little far out there for me. But overall, it was still really enjoyable from start to finish. In terms of the characters, I thought this was some of the best character development and exploration of Batman in any movie. Like, hands down, some of the best. And I thought that was fantastic how you actually deal with Batman and him being kind of a dick, but then him not being such one towards the end of the film and actually going places with the character and really tackling the issues, like psychological issues that he has that makes him this way. And it's just like, you wouldn't expect this from a kids movie. And overall, this is a very much more of a kids movie than just like an animated film. But Batman was fantastic, Robin was fantastic, and the Joker, I thought it was a very interesting way that they went with that. The whole relationship with him and Batman is so well written and paralleling a relationship, like a romantic relationship. I thought that was really funny and clever. And the voice acting in this film is impeccable. Now, I'm not going to talk about the people that like cameoed, like popped up for a little bit to voice a couple of different roles, but like the actual main cast, Will Arnett is fantastic as Batman. Michael Cera was great and a wonderful surprise in this film. Ray Fiennes did a great job as Alfred, and Zach Galifianakis really stands out as the Joker and does a really nice job of portraying the Joker. From an enjoyment standpoint, this is fantastic. And from a character standpoint, it's fantastic. Story and gets a little muddled, but in terms of like the music was so on point with this. Oh my god, ridiculous. how absurd the choices of music were in this film, and some of the music that they made for the film was so funny, but also fit the film so well and really built on things. And this hit themes a lot deeper than you would expect, and like you can tell this is made by produced at least by the same people that brought the Lego movie and come from the same creators, because it brings a lot of themes like accepting your family and acknowledging relationships and making those connections with people in such a great way. And I think that's really good for kids, and I think that's fantastic for this film. Overall, I had huge expectations going in to absolutely love this film. I did not love it, but I will certainly rewatch this film quite a bit, and I'm looking forward to watching again. I'm gonna give the Lego Batman movie a B plus.